Hi, this is trepacer, and welcome to my review of episode 18 of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which still S.H.I.E.L.D., even though it's been infiltrated by Hydra. Uh, Episode 18 called Providence. Um, if you remember last episode, based on the events of Captain America and the Winter Soldier, S.H.I.E.L.D. has been compromised by Hydra. So basically, and also we found out that Ward was evil because he shot Agent Han and basically freed what's his name? Bill Paxton's character, who was a former clairvoyant. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember what his name. Yeah, Garrett. That's it. Anyway, this episode begins with Ward and Garrett going down to Coop. No, they rescue. I'm sorry, they rescue Raina. Ward. You hear gunshots out of her Raina's cell, and then you see her Ward come in her cell, and she's asking, "What is he doing here?" And he gives her a box of a nice present with a nice new flowery dress that she loves wearing those flowery dress. And then, of course, he takes her down to Cuba, I believe it was Havana, Cuba, and they go to a barbershop where you see Garrett is getting a nice shave and a haircut. Okay, and basically introduces himself to Raina as the clairvoyant. Of course, she's slightly disappointed because she kind of hoped he was. She always thought he was. You can tell she's disappointed. She kind of thought he was clairvoyant, but of course he's not. Okay, then we switch back to the S.H.I.E.L.D. Plane where Coulson is trying to find out who's left, and I think Sky tells him there's only 4 facilities left, including the fridge. So they got to plan out their next move when they get a call from from Glenn Talbot, General Talbot, from the Hulk comic books, saying that basically that he's coming to stay right where they are. He's going to be there in an hour to basically take command of the ship and basically lock them up because half the S.H.I.E.L.D. has been infiltrated by Hydra, so he wants to question and shut down. Typical Glenn Talbot character. Anyway, then of course they decided, Coulson decided, you know what, we're gonna hightail out of here. He got about a couple hours before he gets to us, so we're gonna hightail it out of here in the meantime. And they're working on the on the plane to get it functional again. And I have to say, Fitz is acting really bitchy to Trip because Trip is starting to questioning things, and he appears to be kind of jealous in a way, but he's kind of questioning because Trip is questioning whether he should be following Coulson, and he's basically and Fitz is kind of lashing out at him, basically saying that we got to follow Coulson no matter what, and you can tell he seems to be sort of jealous of Fitz. There you go, and then you have Agent May, who's basically trying to see how Phil is, and Phil's not having any of it. He's still pissed off that she was spying on him, even though it was for Nick Fury. Okay, and she's basically questioning him, and even I think we questioned his firearm because he said you're not getting it, and he even dares her to take it. Which I wish he would have smacked him and took it anyway. That would have been nice. Smacked him around a little bit and took it from him. She can take him. Anyway, he basically tells Sky Coulson to gather up all the IDs and stuff, and we're gonna get rid of that stuff so they can't track us. And as he gathers up all the IDs and stuff, he gets ready to put it in the safe, I think. And he sees on his badge a bunch of coordinates. All of a sudden, gets lit up. Okay, and they decide, you know what? That's where we're gonna go. Wherever these coordinates are, that's where we're gonna go. And meanwhile, Ward and Garrett decide that they're gonna take over the fridge. They basically plan a fake thing like Ward is taking Garrett to the fridge, and of course they won't let him in at first, but then they set it up where a plane basically is shooting at them, and of course the agents behind the flash who have orders not to let them in without Agent Han lets him in, and of course Ward to solidify that he's purely evil shoots him 2 headshots, bam bam bam. Okay, so Ward is it appears, like I said, and Ward has a lot of personality in this. As you know, he's better as a bad guy. He just seems a lot more animated. And I think he even says one point to Raina that he owes, you know, because she says Coulson's a good man. She wants to know why he turned, and he goes, and he basically looks at Garrett and said he owes him everything. So it looks for the moment that Garrett is, Ward is evil. So and he makes his character 100% better. Anyway, they give Raina access to all the information they got out of that secret lab where Coulson got his new brain juice, that GH, whatever it was, and they give her the technology and stuff, and they even take her to a place where she can basically work on, trying to discover the secrets, of how Coulson got resurrected. They have some medicine that Garrett, when they raided the base a few weeks ago, he kept that, and they have the technology to give her, to have her work on it, and that's what she does. And meanwhile, S.H.I.E.L.D. ship is taken off, going to the coordinates, which is in the middle of a snowy area, snowy mountains. They get off and decide to track to where these coordinates are, and of course they go in the snow and they complain and bitching about it, saying, "Oh, this Coulson lost his mind," and they even get to a point where they get to the coordinates and there's nothing there, and Coulson gets frustrated and throws a snowball, and of course the snowball immediately turns into a machine gun pointed at them, and which they duck behind the rocks. And I think Coulson, much to everybody's surprise, he gets up and walks towards the machine gun and basically identifies himself. Because I think there's a voice that comes and says, "Who are you?" or whatever, and he says, "Agent Phil Coulson." So Coulson, and slides open the rock face, and Peyton Oswalt come out, and he basically greets him and says, "Hey, I'm level 6. I'm yada yada, level 6. Come in." Okay, and he basically tells him, so he confirms that Fury's dead, when everybody's around, and this is an official place. This is an underground secret base, and everybody can take a load off basically. And he even tells him, "I think we have room for your plane as well." Okay, so which is totally cool, and it looks like a nice, cool underground bunker. Okay, and then Peyton Oswalt asks to speak to Coulson alone, and he pulls him to the side and tells him, "Listen, Fury's alive." Okay, and Coulson said, "Why didn't you tell me in front of my team?" He said, "Listen, they don't have the clearance. Okay, I'm only telling you and a few select people." And Coulson asks, "Where's Fury right now?" He said, "Well, he's off. He's Black Ops. He's off the grid completely, so they don't know where he is." Okay, and then we switch back to there was one thing when they were raiding the fridge. There was something that I think I know what it is now. They they grabbing up all the toys once they captured the fridge. They're grabbing up all these weapons and stuff, even weapons from previous episodes. And then Ward takes that, I think the thing that they found in Mexico, and he blasts a hole down underground. And Colt and Garrett has a big grin on his face, looking at whatever it is, and says, "What he says? Well, hello, lady." I think that's what he says. "Hello, lady," something like that. Not "hello, nurse." Not like the Animaniacs. Anyway, then they don't show you what they got, and then later you see them. Raina tells him she has bad news. She said the hard drive that you copied from Sky, when I tried to access it, to try to get the information about the blood stuff, it's encrypted, and so she can't really do anything. So basically, they said, "Okay, well, listen, we're gonna have to send Ward back and see if he can get the password out of Sky." Okay, but before you go, he has to take his daily beatings just to make sure he looks like, that he got beat up, and it was plausible that that Garrett got away. Okay. Anyway, they show. I think this is after. What's the guy's name? The guy that got beat up, the real rich douchebag guy, which I can't remember his name, who was in a couple episodes. He was the one that actually gut shot Sky. He's back, and you see him. Like I said, they freed him from the fridge, and they bring him up to Garrett, and Garrett goes and basically he basically whines and complains about how he got beaten up and all this other stuff, listening to you and all this, like, yeah, he bitching and complaining. And the guy said, listen, I got something for you, okay? And then you see him open it up. And of course, it's that graviton thing that scientists had before, that graviton, which is, and I think that guy got absorbed by it and became graviton, who was going to become graviton. But that, the graviton that they had in an earlier episode, and that's what it is. So he has a big grin on his face, and he said, God's giving it to him, and he says, thank you, and has a big smile on his face, and then you see the graviton in the big case that they had when they had it in the fridge. Okay, and then of course, when word goes back, he greets Sky, greets Sky, and Sky is all happy and okay. I don't think how did it end? Oh yeah, that's how it ended. When him coming back, and he knows. No, that's how it ended. I'm sorry, it ended with the real rich guy getting the graviton back. Okay, that was cool. I think that's about it for. Like I said, this was one of. Oh yeah, like I said, I did mention that Fitz was acting like jealous anytime Trip said anything. He was kind of being a dick because it seemed like he was jealous. And I think there was a moment in the woods when they were trekking towards that hidden ground base where Fitz expressed some doubt, and I think he said, well, I think he says the sentence, as long as I have you, as long as we got each other. And then I forgot what she said to him. She said something to him that could be interpreted either way, like I know or something like that. And then I forgot exactly what her phrase was, but it could be interpreted two ways. Like maybe he was confessing, like maybe he's in love with her, but you never know how they go with this, or just that they're best friends and they can only trust each other. Okay, because like I said, they were doubting. People were doubting when they were making that trek to the underground base in the snowy mountains in the middle of nowhere. They started to express doubt about is Coulson all there. So that's what it is. So like I said, this was one of the better episodes, I have to say, all things considered. And it looks like Ward is evil, and he is a much interesting character when he's a bad guy. And it doesn't seem like he even, I think, mentions to Garrett that how he had to put on an act, and Ward, and basically Garrett tells that you were sent there for a reason. And basically he was explaining to Renna, I think, Ward, how he basically played Coulson into picking him. Okay, but overall, like I said, one of the better episodes. I would definitely give this. Aside from, I think there was a moment where Coulson lost it and started making one of these grand speeches where you go like that. Come on, okay, sing me another song. Okay, move along. Okay. Anyway, I'll give this episode a 7.5. Okay, 7.5. Okay, I would have given it an 8. They had Ward, not Ward, had Agent May do a little bit more, something badass or something. Because, like I said, they kind of, she's kind of getting yelled at Coulson for the betrayal, even though Fury's the one that sent her. He's kind of treating her cold, and she's still showing concern about him. And it is what it is. So we'll see what the next episode holds. Like I said, this episode was really good and totally worth watching. 7.5. Definitely. Anyway, let me know what you think of this episode. Feel free to leave comments down below. This is trepacer saying so long and take care.